All right, we're walking into the Hyakken, I forget what it's called, but it's the long corridor in English. And historians believe that this 300-meter corridor is where ladies-in-waiting had lived. It was also defensive because on the other side, to the left of how I'm looking now, are mountains, so kind of weak defensively. So it was also meant to be a defensive, building, if you will. And so ladies-in-waiting had lived here, and they did work. They didn't just, kind of sit and wait, contrary to the name. And the most famous one would be Princess Sen. And her story is interesting yet tragic. Let's just walk through here. So Princess Sen was the granddaughter of Tokugawa Ieyasu, and she was married off to a Toyotomi clan member, the son of Toyotomi Hideyoshi, actually, the second of the three unifiers of Japan, when she was 6 years old and he was 10. But the Toyotomis made the Tokugawas angry, and they attacked Osaka Castle and burned it to the ground. And after it was burned to the ground, Princess Sen was married off to somebody in the Honda clan, and apparently that was a happy marriage. She had a daughter and a son, but the son at the age of 2 died, and then her husband died a couple years later. And because of that, she decided to move back to Tokyo, which was then called Edo, and lived the rest of her life as a Buddhist nun, and apparently lived into her late 60s. So we'll keep walking through here, and this corridor was apparently for the ladies-in-waiting, but also served a defensive purpose. Interesting. And many of these rooms probably would have had doors like the Fusuma. And of course, with every Japanese castle, stairs are steep and narrow. And if you're wondering, the floors are designed to make noise just in case you had a sneak attack. Note here, the little windows, if there was an attack, you would have had an archer or somebody with a musket being able to fire at the enemy. Again, this was also a defensive wall, not just for ladies-in-waiting. You see here one of the entrances, and again the steep stone stairs and the Ishigaki walls, very sturdy and withstood earthquakes. And huge heavy doors in case of attack that can be quickly closed.
We would like to inform you, no fire, no food, and no drink alcohol are allowed in the castle.
larger compared to some of the other rooms.
光荣世界文化遗产国宝积木城。各位游客请注意，积木城内严禁烟火，禁酒，禁止吃东西。请勿在城内的建筑物内外吸烟。为了让游客
The wall, the floors deliberately squeak. That's to allow people to know if somebody is coming or not, especially invaders or attackers. 300 meters is longer than I thought. Kisho Yagada, the cosmetic tower, which really is a long corridor.